Hello, welcome to our channel. This channel deals with the fire journey of a family. Our net worth goal is $5 million. This month has been pretty awesome. Our net worth gain has increased by $155,000. This is how we're tracking throughout the years. Uh, Steady growth trajectory, which is what we love. And this is the breakdown of our net worth this month. So taxable accounts just shy of 1.8 million. The house has finally appreciated after a few months of the real estate market being pretty stagnant and even downward trajectory. This is still lower than a year at this time. And our retirement accounts have increased slightly to 1.28 million, which brings our total net worth to $4.13 million, which is the first time we've crossed over the 4 million mark. So awesome. So this month's breakdown is a little weird. As you can see, pet is high up there. Uh, the reason for that, we'll go into details. Travel is prepaying for some summer vacation, and the rest are pretty standard. The health is increasing, but we'll go into the reasons for that shortly. So as you can see, pet is pretty high up. The reason why this month our pet has gone through um, medical issues, multiple medical issues, all stemming from different things they ingested and some heartworms, if you're familiar with that, which has increased the expenses exponentially. Uh, this is not something we planned for, so I need to update our fire number to account for that. And travel, again, this is prepaying for some summer vacations, some flights or Airbnbs, things of that nature. We are planning a very big trip, multiple trips in the summer, so we are purchasing a lot of those sort of stays, flights, etc. pretty well in advance. So that's where you're seeing it here. And food, I'm actually happy to see food here. That means the rest of our expenses have finally gone down a bit, where food is one of the top three. Again, inflation. Our last time, or not last time, last about 2 years ago, it was 1,200 a month. Now it's, as you can see, towards the $1,600 mark. Very high, but at this point, I think this is the new reality where food is this expensive. Again, this is just grocery shopping, not restaurants, etc. And the rest of the expenses. So I want to talk about health. So we have reached our out-of-pocket maximum, which if we're not from the US, it means we're not expected to pay for any medical bills. However, vision, i.e. glasses, and dental is separate from that. So these are those type of expenses. We are expecting a few more of type of these um, later this year. So this is the reality. And utilities, the local municipality has increased the utility cost, I think by 15%, if I remember correctly. So this is going to be the new reality where utilities are going to increase pretty drastically, I would say. Restaurant finally going down. We're not eating as much. Again, this is more in preparation for those trips in the summer where we'll know we'll eat out a lot more. So we're staying home more and cooking our own meals while we have our own kitchen, etc. Other than that, entertainment. This is pre-purchasing some entertainment for our trips in the summer. Other than that, pretty normal. Childcare, we have one more payment, and I think we already no, we still have one more summer camp bill to pay, so about $2,000 more probably next month. Which brings our total expense of this month to a little shy of 12,000, which is, I know it's a lot for some people, but for us it's pretty low. And 2,000 of that is the pet, which is not something we've ever encountered before, like medical pet issues. We probably shouldn't look at pet insurance, but we haven't thought that's realistic for us. Uh, but apparently it should be. So I don't know if people have experience with pet insurance. That I'll see if I can find some YouTube videos or something of the ROI on that. A little bit about us. We are two working parents with a W-2 income, nothing else, and three kids ranging from age from 7 to 11, and we live in a high cost of living area, which explains some of the costs you see here. it's very expensive to live here.
Travel budget plan and retirement is 3K. So we started collecting data about our various vacations, and the rest of the video is various vacations and their breakdown of cost. Vacation we took, this was a very splurgy vacation with high-end hotels and stays. That's why you see sort of like this high level of cost of stays. Uh, with a bit of travel hacking, this was significantly lower than expected. Of the vacation, $12,000, which breaks down to the five of us of $170 per day per person. Vacation just the adults took to Japan. So this is just for the two of us. Flights were relatively expensive. The stays was mostly hotels throughout the time, which is a bit surprising considering the lower cost of Japan compared to what we budgeted and planned. It was relatively super cheap to compare to even a Motel 6 in the US, a high-end hotel over there. Accommodation was about 6,500, which is about $160 per person per day. This was about a 2.5 to 3 weeks vacation. It was partially traveling and partly just working. Vacation we took for the five of us. This does not include RVs or anything to that extent. This was hotels and driving around in a rental car. It is comparatively more expensive than we imagined with this sort of like road trip type vacation, which is a little surprising compared to the rest, but good data to have. Vacation to 8,200, which comes up to about $100 per person per day. The vacation we took with an RV, so that's why you see flights here are zero because we took an RV and traveled throughout. That's why you see transportation is very expensive. It was mostly that sort of like rental of the vehicle and stays. So the stays you see here is basically campground fees. Various campgrounds. Sometimes we dry dock. Sometimes we offer the kids. Went to an RV that campground that had more facilities like a pool, etc. That vacation to about $4,000, which is comes out to about $100 per person per day. Vacation we took in New York City, Manhattan. We stayed in a downtown, very nice hotel. Um, it was like I think a 3 or 4 day weekend sort of thing. So a bit expensive for like a quick, large, long weekend, but it is something we occasionally do expect to do. So that's why it's super expensive. Like relatively, it's not that much, but it's very expensive per day. A Manhattan is an expensive place to stay, but also we did a lot of activities in that jam-packed weekend. Another Hawaii vacation. It's different than the one earlier in this video, but it is nice to see like the difference between them. Again, this was a flights, high-end hotels, and some Airbnbs as well. So a combination of both, and pretty awesome. This vacation to 6,600, which comes up to about $120 per person. Of the vacation took in California. Everything's pretty cheap compared to the other vacations we've had. We just found it very interesting to see the differences. California is still an expensive place to visit and stay, but it is convenient. California vacation to about $180 per person per day. So half of New York, but more than a road trip slash RV vacation. Zero. We're planning to continue with that. It really helps. We struggled for years to pay this down before we started making these videos. So thank you for watching, and we plan to post about a video every month or so with our updated net worth.